Hey guys, it's Emma. Today I have a really short book review video of mashup of all the books I've read recently. I read this book, Timeless by Gail Carriger, quite a while ago, back in like May. It took me like a month or so to finish it. It's the last book in the Parasol Protectorate series, and it was pretty meh. I really liked the first book in that series, Solace, and then from there it was just downhill. Pretty much all the way. It wasn't like the writing was bad or anything, it's just in every book it seemed to follow the exact same pattern. It's like she has to travel somewhere to fix something, and like that's it. And then like more and more gets revealed about the supernatural world that she's in. But I don't know, it just wasn't that great. Then after that, I think I read this one, Green Grass Running Water by Thomas King. My friend, she gave it to me to read because she read it for one of her English classes and said it was like really, really good. I had to read it, so I did, and I really enjoyed it. It was a bit slow to get going into it because it's kind of confusing, and it's very weird structured. It's like it's very repetitive in a good way. Like the repetition that's used and the parallels that are drawn, it's like really cool. So it follows 3 different Aboriginal characters all trying to come to terms with the modern world while still like maintaining their Native American tradition. And it was just very interesting the way it was told. Yeah, like I said, a lot of repetition used, but it was very cool because it like overlapped too. So like the end of a particular chapter, whatever the ending image was, it would be reflected immediately in the beginning of the next chapter, but in a totally different scene. So like it was very interesting. It was like just like this thread that just like went through the entire book. It was like connected that way, so it was really, really cool. And after that, I read Summer Sisters by Judy Blume. I really enjoyed it. It was very interesting. It's about basically these 2 girls who grow up together. The one girl, she has like a rich family. They live on an island, or at least her family's more well off than the other girls' families. So they become friends and they spend their summers together on this island every summer, and it just goes from them when they're like 11 or 12 up until the present, which I think they're in like their 30s or late 20s, and stuff that happens along the way, and the ups and downs of their relationship, and the kind of, I don't know, I guess the kind of moral of the story is no matter how long you know somebody for or how close you think you are to them, you never really can ever know somebody until something happens that solidifies your knowledge of them. So that's kind of what this did with that, between the 2 girls. I really enjoyed it. Then after that, I read, finally, The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater, the 4th and final book in the Raven Boys, in the Raven cycle. I didn't care for it a whole ton. Again, like the Solace series, I really liked the first book, and then from there it just kind of went like downhill. I don't know what it is with like writing sequels and follow-ups. They never seem to live up to the first one. I don't know why that is. I found myself like skimming a bunch of paragraphs and pages towards the end because I just like didn't care, and then like the ending was just like underwhelming, and it was pretty disappointing in the end as a conclusion to a series that I started off really enjoying, and now I'm just like indifferent to it. So then after that, I tried to read The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. I cared so little for what was happening that I just skipped to the end to find out what happened. And once I found out what happened, I was like, that's it? Like, that was it? Seriously? I felt like by reading the ending I didn't miss anything, which, makes me wonder what the hell is in the middle. Like, is it just like red herrings and like suspenseful things that go nowhere? It's, I don't know, probably is. That's what it sounds like to me from what I read reviews and stuff, but I just wanted it to be done and move on to something else that I really liked, but I didn't want to like stick it out and read it. Because in the past I've always been like, oh, I can't like finish, I have to always finish a book, I have to read it right through, I have to stick with it. But like, I think that's like a stupid rule. I think there's something that's being said when you can skip to the end of a book and easily get the gist of what happened and without having to read it. Like that's not very a well-written book, in my opinion. I mean, I know it's not how books are supposed to be read, but like I was compelled to do that because I was not enjoying what I was reading. Like I didn't care at all. So that says something else too. So I don't know. I just don't understand the hype. I don't get it. I didn't like it. So I didn't like it, obviously. And then I just recently finished reading today, The Sandman, Neil Gaiman, by Neil Gaiman, Volume 1, Preludes and Nocturnes, and I like loved it so much. I loved it so much. I've never read a graphic novel before because I want to try writing a graphic novel someday. So I thought I should get into them, so I did, and I really loved it. It's so cool. I love the format so much, and like the drawings and stuff, it's so cool. It's like to me it was like reading a movie. But I really enjoyed it, and I definitely am going to continue with the series and buy all the other ones, and definitely write a graphic novel someday. But yeah, so that's it for this video, pretty quick. Yeah, thanks for watching.